You ever have those days where everything feels like it's falling apart at once? You spill your coffee, miss the bus, your boss sends you a "we need to talk" message, and just when you think it can't get any worse, your Wi-Fi decides to die right before an important online meeting. It's like life is testing your patience just for fun, throwing chaos your way to see how long you'll last. But here's the truth. Calm people aren't calm because their lives are perfect. They're calm because they've learned how to stay centered, even when everything around them is going wrong. So today on BrainSpark, let's talk about how to stay calm when life feels like a chaotic mess. Because trying to control everything isn't the solution. Learning how to stay grounded is. The first thing we have to face is that life is unpredictable. You can plan every detail, create backup plans, and still, life will smirk and say, "That's cute," before tossing you a plot twist. Jobs end, people change, plans fail, phones die when you need GPS the most. It's just how it goes. But the real reason things feel out of control isn't the chaos itself. It's our reaction to it. Our brains are wired for safety. Thousands of years ago, being in control meant survival. If you could predict danger, you stayed alive. But now, even though there are no lions chasing us, our brains still panic whenever we can't predict what's next. That's why uncertainty feels like danger, even when it's just life being life. We cling to the illusion of control, but the truth is, we control very little. We can't control traffic, other people's opinions, the weather, or the economy. We can't control when our favorite show gets canceled right after a cliffhanger. But what we can control is our response, and that's where peace begins. Not in fixing everything, but in choosing how to respond when we can't. There's a saying that goes, "You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf." That's basically life. The waves will always come. You can either panic and drown in stress or grab your mental surfboard and ride them. When we lose our calm, everything falls apart faster. We make poor decisions, snap at people we care about, and overreact to small things. Our brains switch into fight or flight mode, flooding us with adrenaline and cortisol like we're being chased by a tiger, even though it's just a stressful email or a delayed flight. That's like using a flamethrower to light a candle. It burns everything. And the worst part? We start feeling bad for feeling bad. Ever been stressed because you're stressed? That's the loop. You get anxious, then frustrated for being anxious, and the cycle continues. Here's the thing most people get wrong. Being calm isn't about ignoring problems or pretending you're fine. It's not about being emotionless or numb. It's about being aware of the storm without letting it carry you away. Imagine your mind like a snow globe. When life shakes it, all the flakes swirl around. Your thoughts, your fears, your emotions. But if you just let it sit, everything slowly settles. The water clears, and suddenly you can see again. That's what calmness really is. Not silence, but clarity. So how do we find that clarity when everything feels like too much? It starts with something simple, your breath. Yeah, I know. Just breathe sounds cliche, but it works. When you breathe deeply and slowly, you send a message to your body that says, "We're safe." A calm breath quiets the chaos inside. The next step is naming what you feel. Instead of getting lost in emotion, identify it. Say to yourself, "I'm anxious," or "I'm frustrated." It sounds small, but it moves the emotion from your emotional brain to your rational brain, like dragging a messy file into the right folder. Then, focus on what you can control. Most of the stress we carry comes from fighting battles we can't win. You can't change the economy, but you can control your spending habits. You can't change how someone behaves, but you can control how you respond and what boundaries you set. Calm doesn't come from fixing everything. It comes from directing your energy toward what actually matters. When your thoughts start spinning out of control, move your body. Go for a walk, stretch, do a few push-ups, or dance around your room like no one's watching. Physical movement releases all that built-up stress your brain keeps recycling. And let's talk about the what-if loop, the mental trap, where your brain plays endless worst-case scenarios. What if this happens? What if that goes wrong? The truth is, Those thoughts never help. Replace what if with even if. Even if you fail, you'll learn. Even if things go wrong, you'll recover. That small shift transforms fear into resilience. When life feels too loud, disconnect. Put your phone down, go outside, touch something real. Sometimes the calm you're looking for isn't in your screen. It's in silence, in stillness, in simply being present. And when it all feels unbearable, remind yourself, this chaos isn't permanent. Every storm passes. Every problem you've ever faced, you've survived. You've handled every I can't do this moment before, and you'll handle the next one too. The real mindset shift comes when you realize you don't need life to be calm for you to feel calm. Peace isn't something you find when everything is perfect. It's something you build inside yourself, even while the storm is raging. It's a skill, and the more you practice it, the stronger it gets. Start with the small moments. When you spill your coffee, take it as practice. When traffic slows you down, take a deep breath and let it be. When someone annoys you, laugh it off. Each small act of calm builds emotional strength for the bigger moments that really test you. And if you want to keep your calm daily, take care of yourself. Sleep well, drink less caffeine, create small grounding rituals, maybe a walk, a stretch, or journaling in the morning. Talk to someone when you need to, and never underestimate the power of laughter. Humor is underrated therapy. It resets your whole perspective in seconds. In the end, calmness comes from acceptance. It's not about giving up. It's about realizing not everything is yours to fix. When you let go of the need to control every outcome, you make space for peace. Because you can't calm the storm, but you can calm yourself. And when you do, the storm eventually passes. So the next time life starts spinning faster than you can handle, pause, take a breath, focus on what's in front of you. You don't have to fix it all or have it all figured out. Calm isn't the absence of chaos. It's the confidence that you'll handle whatever comes your way. And you will. You always have. This is BrainSpark, reminding you that even when life feels out of control, you don't have to be.